19th film. This is 10 years in the making.
Man, I got some catching up to do.
I do too.
A lot of films
Avengers.
to watch.
You know, I guess it's just about the Avengers this weekend, right?
Exactly. Let's talk about Avengers Infinity Wars. This is the latest installment of the long line of Marvel films. Let's start talking about the villain first, because that's where the plot centers around. It's a guy by the name of Thanos, who's played by Josh Brolin. Thanos is trying to get 6 Infinity Stones that would give him literally the ultimate power in the universe, where he can destroy life in a snap of the finger.
Wow.
Well, of course, the Avengers and seemingly every character in the Marvel Universe comes together to try to fight him. There you see Scarlett Johansson, Robert Downey Jr., Mark Ruffalo, you know, Chris Hemsworth. I mean, every superhero is packed into this movie. At times, they do a good job of layering all these, you know, varying character plots and storylines. At a certain point, though, it gets a little bit just too crammed, because they had to give, in 2.5 hours, everybody a little bit of something.
Yeah.
Of course, their Spider-Man comes together. This movie was also rich in story, in terms of you know, explaining the reasons why Thanos wants to destroy the universe, which was an intriguing, horrible idea, but it was, in terms of his logic, it was interesting to see how he got there. Josh Brolin, of course, is fantastic. You got to give, you know, a good superhero movie has to have a good villain, and this one doesn't. The one other downside of this movie is that you really don't have any chance to really breathe, because it's action scene after action scene over and over. But look, this is an action movie, and that's what it's supposed to have. To do. This is going to be a great film. You know, it's going to, of course, make hundreds of millions of dollars. Fantastic fight scenes, CGI. Every Marvel superhero you can think of is in it. So that's why I give it a 9 out of 10.
Nice. So, okay, can I ask you this? Can I watch this even though I haven't seen the previous Avengers?
I think so. I mean, you know, you know, there's one villain who wants to destroy the universe, and you can figure out who else is there. They all have superpowers, and see how they go.
Okay.
All right.
There's a bad guy there.
There's a bad guy, and there's some stuff. The next movie is completely different from this one. This is called Isle of Dogs. It's the latest from Wes Anderson movie. Wes Anderson. It's what we call a stop action movie, where they, you know, move the little characters slowly but surely to create a sense of movement. Here it's set in the 20 years in the future in Japan. A virus has struck the area, and so the mayor or the leaders that be banish all dogs to Trash Island, and so all these canines are stuck on an island. Well, one little boy, whose name is Atari, travels to the island to find his favorite pet, and is helped by all the canines trying to find him. Of course, this is a love letter to dogs. I mean, even the title, Isle of Dogs, you have to stop yourself from saying, I love dogs. I mean, that's just kind of how close it is. This has that Wes Anderson feel of where the characters are at times self-aware. Bryan Cranston, Scarlett Johansson also voices in here, Bill Murray, Liv Schreiber. You know, a lot of great. Greta Gerwig, of course, has another character, has a plot line which I thought didn't really need to be in this film, because it kind of took away. The one downside to this movie is that at times the flashbacks can be a little bit long and dull, which I thought took away from the pacing of the movie, in my personal opinion. But if you like a Wes Anderson movie, it has that feel, it has that sensibility about it. So I did enjoy this movie. I give it an 8 out of 10.
Nice.
So 2 different movies to see this weekend, but of course, everybody's going to be in line to see the new Avengers movie.
So the line is shorter for Isle of Dogs.
The line is shorter for Isle of Dogs, guaranteed.
All right, thanks.
Former Hog